Good evening and welcome to Sunset News this Sunday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I am Diana Master. In the news tonight, Namibia's 34th Independence Day was celebrated on the 21st of March in the Zambezi region for the first time. The Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Emma Theophilus, wished the nation a happy Independence Day. President Nangolo Mbumba delivered the keynote address. This video is courtesy of Nicanor Nangolo.
I would like to wish all fellow Namibians a happy and blessed Independence 34th anniversary on this 21st of March 2024. It's time for us to celebrate but also reflect on the gains that we have made as a nation and the opportunities for us to continue developing our wonderful, peaceful and united country. So happy 34th anniversary to all of us, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Namibia.
Okay. And how are things looking at the stadium now?
I mean, it's almost packed. It's 8 a.m. The event only starts around 10, and the citizens of Zambezi region, Katima Mulilo, have come out in numbers. I am not sure those who will come after 10 a.m. where they'll be seated because it is already packed. So we're very thankful that, considering that these celebrations are coming to the Zambezi region for the very first time, they've actually come out, the citizens have actually come out to celebrate this country's 34th anniversary. We're thankful.
We call to the climate cycle. SSMEs and citizens need to hold hands with government and with each other to galvanize the economic revival of Namibia for increased job opportunities and national, regional, and local developments. In this regard, in the Zambezi region as in all other regions, government has taken concrete steps to promote economic advancement through the construction of critical infrastructure. For example, the construction of the 60 kilometers long electrical line starting at Ibili to Impalila Island, connecting the localities of Sinde and Kasika, has ensured that significant economic growth takes place in these communities. The electrification of Impalila and surrounding areas will benefit businesses and boost the tourism industry, amongst other things. Government has additionally extended the rural electrification grid to most government structures region-wide.
The Russian government has put up commemoration billboards across the country in memory of the lives lost following the terror attack on Moscow early on Saturday morning. Jemima Bukas reports. We apologize for that. Getting into our next story, businessman Shapwa Kanyama says scores of his employees will be left jobless if the Central Procurement Board of Namibia does not award it a bid to supply antiretroviral medication and is asking the High Court to hear a review application on an urgent basis. Kanyama's business, Africure Pharmaceuticals Namibia, was awarded a bid to supply the Ministry of Health with the ARVs. The CPBN is, however, challenging the decision, making his case for why his company's review application should be considered on an urgent basis. Kanyama said his business had various operational expenses. The applicant has various operational expenses. The applicant employs ad hoc casual employees. It is evident that the single effective award is not able to sustain 3 months' salary, let alone the various other expenses, Kanyama said. According to Kanyama, job losses would also occur if the review application is not heard. CPBN Chairman Amon Ngavetene denied Kanyama's defense, saying no financial losses would occur if the review application is not heard on an urgent basis. Ngavetene said he denies that the applicant shall suffer irreparable financial harm if the items constituting the tender are supplied by any other successful tenderers. The harm which the applicant contemplates is illusionary. The applicant does not say, let alone demonstrate at all, that its bid was wrongly evaluated and that it should have been awarded the bulk of the other items. Kanyama was aware of when the CPBN would enter into contracts with its chosen suppliers, Ngavetene said. You can read more of these stories in the Namibian Sun newspaper tomorrow. That brings us to the end of our top stories. Now, after the break, we get into our story of the day. Stay tuned.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
And now getting into our story of the day. The Council of the Namibia University of Science and Technology has been tasked to broker a peace deal between the institution's administrative head, Dr. Errol Naumab, and its chief legal advisor, Joshua Kawumbi, after the relationship between the two fell by the wayside. It follows the leakage of sensitive information into the conduct of Naumab by Kawumbi, who now faces a probe by the Anti-Corruption Commission and the then suspension of Kawumbi. NUST Council Chairperson Dr. Liki Hangala, in a letter to his fellow council members, voiced his intent to find a workable solution to the impasse between the two. You recall that one of the deliverables that this present interim council was requested to do by the Honourable Minister is to address the strained relationship between the Vice-Chancellor and the Chief Legal Advisor. The Minister has told us that the relationship between the two NUST executives has started affecting negatively the working environment and thus needs to be urgently addressed, Hangala said in an email to his colleagues on the NUST Council. A meeting that occurred on the 14th of March laid out the acrimonious relationship between Naumab and Kawumbi, revealing the fraught working conditions. Both Naumab and Kawumbi conceded that the working relationship among themselves had broken down and needed salvaging for the benefit of the institution. Both the VC and the CLA expressed their views on what they believed is the origin and causes of the strained relationship. They both admitted that the adversity is not good for them professionally, to their respective offices, and the overall operations and governance of the entire university, the summary of the meeting said. Now, according to Economic News, the Ministry of Home Affairs registers 22,662 national identity documents. We give you the rest of the statistics after the break. In economic news this evening, the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security has registered 22,662 people for national identity documents 6 weeks since the mass registration began. The ministry is conducting a mass registration which includes birth certificates and identity cards in all 14 regions, starting on the 5th of February and will end on the 30th of July 2024. According to the ministry spokesperson Margaret Kalo, more registrations have been observed in the Ohangwena region with 3,516, followed by the Zambezi region with 3,082 and Umaheke with 2,347. Meanwhile, Karas ranks bottom with 973, Irongo with 1,012 and Otjadangjupa with 1,067. The Ministry of Home Affairs strongly encourages citizens across all 14 regions who do not have national documents or have lost documents to avail themselves of the mass registration opportunities to register for essential national documents. In adherence to its commitment to excellence in service delivery, the ministry is dedicated to ensuring that it provides high-quality services to the people it serves, said Kalo. Kalo further explained that those applying for birth certificates for the first time will not be required to pay. However, the duplicate birth certificates, you will be charged a fee of 100 Namibian dollars, which increases by 100 Namibian dollars for every duplicate issued. The same principle goes to those applying for IDs for the first time, but for duplicate IDs, the fee is 150 Namibian dollars, which increases by the same amount for every duplicate ID issued, she added. Now let's take a look at the economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades at 23.90 to the British pound, 20.52 to the euro, 19 Namibian dollars buys you $1 and 2 Namibian dollars and 63 cents buys you 1 Chinese yuan. All commodities are down. Gold taking a dip of 0.76%, now trading at $2,165 and 31 cents per ounce. Stick around after the break. We bring you international news, and tonight we take a look at Senegalese voters hit the polls for delayed presidential election. Stay tuned.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
And now for our international news. Senegalese voters hit the polls earlier today to choose the nation's fifth president in a delayed election held against a turbulent political backdrop, which has triggered violent anti-government protests and boosted support for the opposition. At stake is the potential end of a regime that has sustained investor-friendly policies in the soon-to-be oil and gas producer, but which has failed to alleviate economic hardship and stirred unrest in one of the coup-prone West Africa's most stable democracies. 19 contenders are vying to replace President Macky Sall, who is stepping down after a second term marred by violent unrest over the prosecution of firebrand opposition leader Ousmane Sonko and concerns that Sall wanted to extend his mandate past the constitutional limit. The incumbent is not on the ballot for the first time in Senegal's history. His ruling coalition has picked former Prime Minister Amadou Ba, who is 62 years of age, as its candidate. Stick around, we now bring you the weather predictions just before we get into our sports news. Now let's take a look at the weather predictions. Katima Mulilo can expect partly cloudy conditions with maximum temperatures expected to rise up to 34 degrees Celsius and minimum temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, Vinta can expect showers with maximum temperatures expected to hit 29 degrees Celsius and minimum temperatures at 18 degrees Celsius. Looking at Henties Bay, partly cloudy weather is expected as well, with minimum temperatures of 16 degrees and maximum temperatures of 21 degrees. Ariamsplay can expect showers with maximum temperatures hitting 35 degrees Celsius and minimum temperatures hitting 22 degrees Celsius. That's it for the weather predictions. Stick around because after the break, we bring you our sports news.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Thank you for staying with Sunset News. Let's get into our sports news. The 2023 African Games, which officially began March 8th, ended yesterday with recurrent champions Egypt once again claiming the top spot at the Continental Sports Showpiece event held in Accra, Ghana. Egypt is leading at number 1 with 92 gold, 41 silver and 34 bronze. Namibia secured 1 gold, 3 silver and 5 bronze. The multi-sport event entailed 15 days of contests with 5,000 athletes from across the continent. Over 10,000 people were gathered at the stadium in Accra, Ghana. The president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, was amongst the closing ceremony crowd. Egypt will be hosting the 14th edition of the African Games for the 2027 edition. An emotional Jamie Riddle, a South African triathlete, won first place in the elite male category at the Prosperity Health Africa Triathlon Cup, which took place at the mall in Swakopmund, followed by Richard Murray in second place and Lucas Pertl in third place. Let's have a look.
Elite men category, young men overwhelmed. I'm sure you feel amazing right now, but just tell us in a few words, how do you feel coming first in the Staff race?
Man, I don't know who's listening to us. I don't know where this is going, but I just want to thank Jesus Christ, man. Last year, I was so lost and I went down such a hole, and God saved me.
Back from the shoulder injury,
and
Sean
and my friends that have been through the most with me the last couple of months, and what has happened to me the last couple of months hasn't been fair, but I fought today and I'm proud of what I did, and I want that Olympic slot. I deserve that Olympic slot.
And tell us in a few words, how much does this mean for you coming out first? I mean, the competition was tight, but you pulled up from the beginning and you showed a lot of character. Yeah, just tell us what this win means for you.
Man, this win means everything. As you can see, I've never been so emotional, but it's not really the performance, it's what I've had to go through, man. Like, I haven't been eating, I've been so stressed, I haven't been sleeping, and without God, man, I don't know where I'd be, bro. So yeah, sorry for the emotion, but it means the world. Okay. Thank you.
Well, that's where you guys heard it from the winner himself. Thank you so much. Big congratulations, well deserved. And how did you enjoy the race?
Yeah, it was quite tough. There were some two good under 23 guys. And I almost stayed with him on the first lap of the swim. Second lap, I got dropped going out, and I was like in no man's land. So on the bike, I was riding, and luckily I had 2 Austrian guys help me out to trying to limit the losses. But we couldn't catch Jamie Riddle. You were really quick today, really quick.
All in all, how did you enjoy your time in Namibia again? And how was it in general?
Oh, we love it. Well, I love it in Namibia. I could live here probably, but no, it was super cool. I love coming back, and yeah, it's always, I heard it might be hopefully coming the next few years. So might not be coming as an athlete, but definitely, look forward to coming back every year.
We'll see you again.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Cool. Tough competition, tough finish. How did you enjoy the race today?
First of all, yeah, Namibia is great. I love the country. I love the people. They're so friendly. It was a great crowd for that race. And yeah, I had great fun. I think finishing on the podium is always like a great honor and something an athlete doesn't experience that often. So we shared the group with Richard, my brother and me, and we came here and said, okay, we got the legend in our group. Like, I was on the podium with Richard in Cape Town at the World Cup last time. It's a great honor just to be here. Thanks.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And now closing off our sports stories, as of today, the Dolphins Rugby Club will be known as the Simona Storm Dolphins. The managing director has just announced a sponsorship for the 2024 Premier League rugby season. Take a look.
Goedemiddag, my naam is Rowan Besser. Ek is die voorsitter vir Dolphins Sportklub. Ons het hier besluit om Premier League te speel. Ons is tans besig nou om vir FNB Grootfontein te host. Ek staan vandag hier met meneer Bruce Hansen van Simona Storm. Hulle gaan ons sponsor wees. So ons wil net hulle gaan ons sponsor wees vir die rugby spanne vir die 2024 seisoen. Maar hulle vir ons gaan die span gaan bystaan vir die jaar vir ons traveling, veral vir ons kostes vir die travelings. En dan wil ons net baie dankie sê vir meneer Bruce Hansen dat hy en sy span hulle harte oopgemaak het vir ons vir die tweede keer. Van hulle sponsor ons al van 2023 waar ons begin het weer. En hulle het vir ons gesponsor as 'n maatskappy en vir hulle se ondersteuning vir net vir die span nie, maar ook vir die gemeenskap. En dit is ons wil net baie dankie sê vir dit, meneer Bruce, want dit is baie die spelers waardeer dit meer as wat ek dit waardeer, maar op einde van die dag gaan dit oor hulle en dit gaan ook oor om rugby beter te maak en Swakopmund beter te maak en sterker te maak in die kus. Ons wil net baie dankie sê vir die sponsorship en vir wat julle gaan doen vir ons.
Baie dankie. Dankie Rowan, ek waardeer dit. Ja, ek dink van Simona Storm se kant af. Ek is die besturende direkteur van Simona Storm. Ons het 'n kantoor in Windhoeken en ons het nou 'n kantoor oopgemaak in Swakop die laaste 3 jaar. En so ons is hier net kortstondig nie. Ons is regtig hier om seker te maak dat ons bydra tot die gemeenskap. So een van die goed wat ons gedoen het is om te kyk om Dolphins te ondersteun. Een van ons waardes wat ons het is relationships. En nie net relationships nie, maar meaningful relationships. So wat ons graag wil doen is ons wil insette lewer deur ons borgskap, ons insette lewer nie net in die rugby span nie, maar ook in die gemeenskap. Hoe ons dit maar sien is dat jy tot 15 spelers en dan natuurlik die reserves en so aan en die span, die ondersteuningsspan rondom dit. So al daai mense hulle wys dat daar is 15 gesinne of meer gesinne wat natuurlik geaffekteer word deur dit. So wat ons hierso sien is ons sien gemeenskapsontwikkeling, ons sien natuurlik rugby-ontwikkeling en ons sien ook natuurlik die individuele ontwikkeling van die spelers wat daar is. So daar is nasiebou wat ons gaan kyk hierso. En so dis net groter as rugby wat ons na kyk. En ek dink Rowan wat ons probeer doen is om te kyk dat ons ten minste nog hierdie 2024 saam met julle pad stap. Julle het julleself natuurlik nou goed gedoen deur hulle nou in die Premier League gaan speel. En so weet ons hou daarvan. Ons kan sien die vooruitgang wat daar is. En so dit laat ons toe dat ons dan ook met so vrygewigheid. Ja. Jy weet wat ons dan ook kan vir julle hierdie boodskap toestaan. So dis vir ons natuurlik 'n eer en 'n voorreg om dit te kan doen. En so kan ons dan inspreek in mense se lewens in die tyd.
Yes. Baie dankie meneer Bruce. Baie dankie ons. Ja, dis knal.
And with that, we have come to the end of the broadcast. Make sure you join Censored News on Facebook and all the NMH platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, 102.com. Censored News screens on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 every weekday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. I am Diana Master, and this has been Censored News. Don't end your day without us.